Hi everyone, it's Melissa. Today I am going to talk, just do a quick video and talk about my thoughts on the Artis Oval 7 brush that I bought. And more specifically how it compares with the, and sorry it's chewed up by Oliver, the Sephora 46 bronzer brush that I would instead have used for years as a foundation brush. I want to start out by saying that I'm a little picky about how I apply my foundation. And I think the reason is because, well, for one thing, I think foundation is extremely important, as well as skincare. It's your base for everything. If your skin looks good, if your foundation looks good, you can wear less makeup, less eyeshadow. It's your base that you present to the world. Number two, my very foundation of all time that I use is the Laura Mercier. It's the Silk Cream Oil-Free Photo Finish Foundation. I love this foundation, but it is the most finicky foundation I think that there is on the market. And I think that that's, why a lot of people dislike it. It has to be applied just right for your skin. If you get it just right, it's the most beautiful foundation it is. It just has a soft glow. It's flawless. It just blends into your skin. It just makes your skin look really, really nice. If you get it wrong, it's just not good. It isn't good. So it's a real finicky foundation. So I had a feeling, I had seen this foundation on a Sephora sales associate and, talked to her about it, and she was the one that kind of told me, this was years ago, she's the one that told me that, how finicky it was. But I saw how beautiful it looked on her, and so I really wanted to make it work for me. And I tried all kinds of different foundation brushes because my fingers didn't work. Beauty Blender didn't look good with it, so I knew it had to be a brush. And so I finally came up with the Sephora 46. It just applied beautifully. I used it for years and years and years, and it was just a holy grail. I recommend it to everybody I could think of if they were going to try this Laura Mercier foundation. I said, please get this brush to apply it with and see what you think. And so, I always did that. So then I saw a bunch of videos on the Artis brush, and so I went back and forth. Do I want to get it? It's I used it this morning. I keep it really, really clean, but I did use it this morning. That's the bad thing about foundation brushes. You use it one time and it's dirty. But I had seen a lot of videos, and I saw how beautifully it applied and how it just kind of made your foundation look flawless. And I thought, well, I'm going to try it, because with a picky foundation like the Laura Mercier, if it's going to work for that foundation, it is going to work for any foundation and just really make it look good. So that's the background. So I'm going to give you my thoughts today. Okay, first I'm going to talk about price. The Sephora 46 bronzer brush is $34 on the Sephora website. The Artis 7 oval brush is $60 on the Artis website, which is where I got it because it was sold out everywhere else. It was artis.com. You look for the oval 7, and so that's where I found it. Sephora 46 is a great brush. It is just absolutely fantastic, well worth the $34. It just gives you a wonderful finish on all of your foundations. I have been extremely happy with it. I've used it for years. This is a great brush. The Artis brush is perfect. It really is. It is the best foundation brush, and I've tried a bunch of them, and I'm particular about them, finicky. And it is the best brush, the most perfect brush I have ever used on my face. When I use this brush, it just, the foundation spreads so nicely. It looks so pretty, but I can see my 11s. I can see my lines right here. They're fainter, but I can still see them, I should. I'm older. But when I use this brush, it really actually kind of helps to blur the wrinkles on my face. I could tell a huge difference, and I was really, really shocked because I was I didn't think anything could make me give up this brush. But when I saw the difference, the first to second, and the more I used it and the more I worked with it, the more that I use this brush, I could not believe the perfection that it gave my skin. I was absolutely blown away. I don't see as many wrinkles. They're there when I take off my makeup, and I don't use powder or anything like that. I just use the foundation. I don't use a primer. I put on my skincare, I put on my foundation, and that's it. So the look that this brush gave me, the ease that everything went on, and the way that it sheared out but still had full coverage was absolutely beautiful. It is so soft. I give it like a bath, and like it's a little puppy dog or something like that, because I really, really love it. To me, if I had to buy it all over again, I would buy it all over again. It was well worth every penny for the way that it made me feel about my foundation and the way it made me feel about my skin. So this is a great brush for $34. Nothing wrong with it at all. This is absolute perfection for $60. So those are my thoughts on the comparison of the two brushes. I hope this was helpful. I didn't want to really like this brush because it is expensive, and I just hate to say, you know, oh yeah, go out and buy this expensive thing, but it's just, it's a perfect brush. It really is, and I absolutely love it. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So here's my Laura Mercier, and on this side of my face I am going to use the Sephora 46, and on this side of my face over here I'm going to use the Artis brush. And I do have to say, there might not be a big difference on camera, but in person you can tell more, because you know I've got lights and you see me through a camera lens and stuff like that, so that does make a difference. But anyway, I was going to show you how I apply it. How I apply it. I always put it on my brush, and since I'm doing half a face, I'll do less. I hope that wasn't too much. So this is the Sephora 46. It always soaks up more, so I always have to add a little bit more when I use this brush, because the other one doesn't soak up as much. So it is a terrific brush, and I would have been perfectly happy with it if I hadn't seen the other one. Okay, so that's half and half, or that's half done. Okay, which I said, I think it looks great. Okay, so that's half done, that side, and then on the other side I'm going to use the Artis brush. And I see a lot of people on YouTube put it on with their fingers like that. I like to put it on my brush. I think I got too much. Spread it around. I'm used to doing a whole face. I'm used to putting yeah. Yeah, I got too much. Okay, got it on my lips. Like I said, I don't know if you can tell on camera a whole lot of difference, but I can see, I don't know, this side just looks a little more finished. It looks a little more polished to me in person. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera, and if it doesn't, I apologize, but I will try.